ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in and welcome back once again to the channel. It's always an honor to have you stop by and check out what we have to say on here. This is your first time stopping by. They call me MisterJaay, and we are proudly Motherlandian on this platform. MisterJaay Reaction Channel is a channel that is dedicated to talking about issues affecting the continent of Africa. You feel me? From music to entertainment to lifestyle to politics, social issues, man, you will have it on this platform. So, I want us to talk about, somebody sent me a video of a South African mayor who proposed hiring documented and legally resident foreigners into the police force in Johannesburg, and after he withdrew that. So we are going to talk about it, but before we do, please do not forget, man, it would be an honor and a pleasure to have you as part of the family. So do think about, hitting the subscribe button, smash the like, and join us in the comment section so that we can exchange ideologies. You feel me? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this. A mayor in South Africa, man, he goes by the name Dada Morero, and he's the mayor of Joburg, what we call Johannesburg, South Africa. And a couple of days ago, this mayor came up with a suggestion that there's a certain part of the city where you walk around, you will see a whole lot of foreigners, Congolese, Ugandans, and Nigerians. And so in an attempt to make the city a big and a diverse metropolitan city, he said we should hire legally documented, I want you to hang on to that word, legally documented foreigners into the police force. Now, you would think that him saying this would be applauded and appreciated by the general masses, which, by the way, there is a group of experts who agree with this concept. But the backlash that this man received for even suggesting about this, it's crazy. He's received backlashes of being an illiterate. He's received backlashes of working with the foreigners. He's received backlash of your days are numbered in office, and so on and so forth. Now, why did this man suggest that they should hire legally documented foreigners into the police force? Is because this man pointed out that the issue of language, there's a whole lot of crime in Johannesburg that sometimes, like, they've been blowing trumpets online that foreigners are the sole blame of this crime wave in Johannesburg, which is still debatable. And this man was like, hey, if we had people from these different countries working with us, they would help us with the whole situation of language barrier. Now, to any smart thinking person, you'd be like, hey, this is right. It's like, if you want to hire somebody and you have a case of Chinese people doing something in your country, maybe an African country, you will look for an interpreter. Now, I am sure that this man came from a position of nothing but inclusion and nothing but love. Now, we all know the sentiments that our African brothers in South Africa have towards other foreigners, and they made this mayor come back a couple of days and retracted what he asked and what he proposed. Now, it is disheartening to say the least, but let me not talk much. I want you to watch the video where he brings up the suggestion of hiring legally documented foreigners to work in the police force. Let's watch the video.
This leadership must accept certainly that as you move and walk in 167 at the center of the inner city, population dynamics suggests that you would find more Nigerians, Congolese, Ugandans, and a very small population of South African cities. And else Lekgotla must begin to interact with how we understand, embrace the nature of us being a metropolitan city. Comrade Chair, Deputy Chair, I always ask this question, that none of our policemen and women in uniform can speak any of the foreign African languages. And the challenge is for us to deal with crime. And you can have all your suspects here. Before they write their statements, they can plan what they are going to say in front of you without you even hearing what they are saying. It might be a culture shock to suggest to this REC that if we are serious about fighting crime in Ward 67, we have no option. But those that are properly documented, with proper documents, can be recruited to the Johannesburg Metro Police Department. Foreign policy based on human rights, constitutionalism, national interest, solidarity, peaceful resolution of conflicts to achieve the African Agenda 2063, South-South and North-South and African cooperation, multilateralism, and a just, peaceful, and equitable world. Now, these are the 9 core priorities that the Statement of Intent has committed the government of the Republic of South Africa.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, as you guys heard, let me ask you, to any rationally thinking human being, is there anything wrong for a country to hire legally documented persons to work in the police force? Is there anything wrong? Because the last time I checked, we have legally documented police officers working in America. We have legally documented police officers working in Germany, Europe, North America, South America. What is wrong in actually having legally documented people working in South Africa? It means that South Africans are flat out and vehemently saying that it really doesn't matter if you are legally present in South Africa. As an African, there are certain jobs that we do not want you to be in. Now, if that is not the definition of black on black hate, if that is not the definition of xenophobia, I really don't know what that is. You feel me? But hey, they have the right to decide what they want to do. Now, when we see things like this, fellow brothers and Africans around the continent, when we see situation like this, it is a lamentable thing, because we do know pretty much that these are the same folks who will down the road need the help of all other African countries. Now, I've had a whole lot of people drop comments like, but MisterJaay, you're saying all of this, these guys are criminals, this and that, blah, blah. I don't want us to go into that conversation again. Somebody said, oh, they are illegally present in South Africa. We do not want to discuss all this problem again, because we have seen how most of our South African corrupt authorities help in this whole process. But you can vet these people. You can decide who is truly here legally. I don't want to hear that conversation anymore. The conversation I want us to talk about is, why is it that it is a problem for you guys to allow legally documented foreigners to work? Oh, let me guess. Do you guys do the same things for legally documented white and European foreigners in your country? Because I know for a fact that if you go to South Africa, you will see a whole lot of legally documented white and European folks working. Now, I don't understand this. The fellow asked me to talk about this. I wanted to be sure that this was just stories, because the backlash that this mayor has received It's crazy. And then a couple of days later, this mayor came back and withdrew that suggestion. I want you to listen to his withdrawal. Let's listen to it.
The Lekgotla resolved that we should instead train our officers to be proficient in foreign languages that are dominant in areas with the highest concentration of specific groups of foreign nationals. The Lekgotla, however, accepted the concern that language barriers frustrate police work as valid and legitimate. Upon further reflection, I have come to the conclusion that my suggestion was not consistent with the policies of the ANC and policies of government. I therefore unconditionally withdraw my proposal and apologize for the anxiety it might have caused to the residents of Johannesburg and the people of South Africa as a whole. I wish to appreciate, of course, the robust manner in which our people were engaged in this discourse, especially in social media platforms. The participation of our people in this discourse reaffirms our belief that we have a vibrant and conscious citizenry upon which a prosperous society can and will be built.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you guys heard him. He came back after a whole lot of pressure from his constituents. And I will say this, man, it beats my imagination what is happening. And I would really want to know, where does this hate for fellow Africans in South Africa come from? Where is this envy coming from? I want you to leave a comment and let me know exactly what you think about this whole thing. Was he right to withdraw that, or are you guys telling us that legally documented white foreigners are not working in South Africa in certain positions? Leave a comment. That's my time, man. Hey, we are here to discuss, man. Hey, be civil when you drop your comments. Bless.